Thousand Suns. As a Space Wolf player, I've always had been my arch enemies, but I know I have quite a few friends who have played them. They're a pretty cool army. So let's hop in and see what we're getting for them. So army rule: Cabal of Sorcerers. If your army faction is Thousand Suns, at the end of your command phase, each model from your army with this ability that is on the battlefield, excluding Battle Shock models. So once again, Battle Shock coming in. Generates you a number of Cabal points equal to the number shown in its ability. E.g., a model with the Cabal of Sorcerer 2 ability would generate you 2 Cabal points. The combined total of these is your Cabal points pool. Alright, so at the end of your command phase, after you do Battle Shock tests, you generate your Cabal points. During the battle round, you can use the rituals from the list below, deducting the Cabal points cost of each one from your Cabal points pool. If you do not have enough Cabal points for a ritual, you cannot use it. Each ritual can only be used once per phase. At the start of your next command phase, you from your army, then apply that ritual's effect using that Psyker. Right, so it has to be through your Psykers. Makes sense. Alright, but they don't actually give us the rituals right there. See if they show us later. Oh, here it is, right here. Weaver of Fates, 2 Cabal points. Use this ritual at the start of any phase. Once during that phase, when a saving throw is failed for a friendly Thousand Suns model whose unit is within 18 inches of Psyker, you can reroll that saving throw. So 2 points for 1 reroll saving throw. Alright, so if you know you're going to get shot, it's basically 2 Cabal points to save you 1 command point. Alright, 5 points for Temporal Surge. Use this ritual at the start of your shooting phase. Select 1 friendly Thousand Suns unit within 18 inches of this Psyker. Unless that unit is within engagement range of 1 or more enemy units, it can make a normal move. If it does, that unit is not eligible to declare a charge this turn. Alright, so it lets you move a unit with an 18, a normal move. They can't charge, can't do it if engagement range, but they can still shoot. So that's actually pretty nice. 5 Cabal points. Echoes from the Warp, 6 Cabal points. Use this ritual at the start of any phase. Once this phase, you can select this Psyker's unit as the target of a stratagem for 0 CP, even if you had already used that stratagem this phase. Alright, that could be huge, depending on how good the stratagems in the Thousand Suns books are. 6 Cabal points saves you, 2, 3, however many CP the thing costs, and you can use it on 2 units. Alright, that one's really good. Doombolt, 7 Cabal points. Use this ritual at the start of your shooting phase. Select 1 enemy unit within 18 inches of and visible to this Psyker and roll 1d6. On a 1, that enemy unit suffers d3 mortal wounds. 2 to 5, d3 plus 3 mortal wounds. On a 6, it suffers d3 plus 6 mortal wounds. Ooh, that's really strong. That could be painful. So unless you roll a 1, they're taking a minimum of 4 up to 6. And if you roll that 6, they're taking a minimum of 7 up to 9. Alright, that's solid. Twist of Fate, 9 Cabal points. Use this ritual at the start of any phase. Select 1 enemy unit within 18 inches of and visible to the Psyker. Till the end of the phase, armor saving throws cannot be made for models in that unit. Whoa! At the end of the phase, armor saving throws cannot be made for models in that unit. Oh, that is gross. I'm assuming you'll still get invul saves? Because that turns off invul saves too. That is the strongest thing I've seen yet for 10th edition. But I'm assuming you still get invuls, but still, you put that on a squad of Terminators, you even just shooting them with bolters, now they're taking invul saves. Alright, that could be useful, especially on something like Sangard that have a 2-up save but no invul. That would be brutal. Alright, so it's 9 Cabal points, it's eating up a lot, but that's definitely worth doing. Alright, so yeah, Thousand Suns, I'm really liking their Cabal point chart here. That's one of the coolest things I've seen yet for 10th. Their detachment rule for the Cult of Magic. In your command phase, you can select one of the abilities listed below to take effect until the start of your next command phase. Alright, so they got 3. Alright, and unlike the Space Marines one for combat doctrines, you get one every turn. And you can choose the same one every turn if you want it. Whereas Marines, you only get each one once and it only gives you 3 turns. So this is pretty nice. Psychic weapons equipped by 1,000 Sun models for Army have lethal hits ability. Alright, their bolters used to be have better AP and stuff for being psychic, so we'll see if they have the psychic keyword on them. If so, then all your regular guys are getting 6's auto wound. Second Maelstrom, psychic weapons equipped by 1,000 Suns models from your army have the sustained hits 1 ability. Alright, the same thing. Only on the psychic weapons, but this one's giving you 6's or extra hits. And then Wrath of the Immaterium, psychic weapons equipped by 1,000 Suns models from your army have the devastating wounds ability. Alright, so now you're getting mortal ones, so you can auto wound on 6's, extra hits on 6's to hit, or mortals on 6's to wound. That's pretty good. I'm assuming I have a lot of psychic combat weapons, and if their bolters are psychic, hopefully they show us the unit, then you're just spamming out mortals. That's pretty darn good, actually. Oh, they're giving us Armand right off the bat. Alright, so 6-inch move, toughness 4, 3 up save, 5 wounds, leadership 6, objective control 1. Alright. Inferno bolt pistol. Alright, so it's just pistol, so it won't get the psychic stuff. 12-inch range, 1 attack, hits on 2, strength 4, AP 1 damage. Alright, solid. Psychic stalk, precision, psychic. Alright, so he can choose out characters on 6's to hit. I believe in there's precision all the time. Precision might be all the time. But anyway, it's option to snipe out characters, and it benefits from all those psychic things. So 18-inch range, 1 attack, hits on 2, strength 6, neg 1, d6 damage. Once again, the d6 damage. So it could spike high, could spike low, but putting d6 damage into characters is never something to be ignored. Melee weapon, Black Staff of Ermin, psychic. So once again, it will trigger off all the lethal hits, sustained hits, or devastating wounds if you are in one of those, what were they called? Or I guess there's ability, not called anything, if you choose one of those abilities. So 5 attacks, hits on 2, strength 7, neg 1, 3 damage. So if you're putting out the devastating wounds, we're doing. So I figured that he's going to be joining units. I'm assuming he'll be able to join most of the generic Rubric Marine squads. We'll see if he can join Terminators or not. Rubric Lord, while this model is leading unit, each time a model unit makes an attack, add 1 to the wound roll. Alright, so giving unit +1 to wound. Very good. Arch Sorcerer's Inch, Psychic. Once per battle, you can select this model to use a ritual for 0 combo points. If you do, all other rules for using rituals still apply. Oh, so you can just 1 turn, boom, use the 9-point no armor save on when you're hitting something big. That is really nice. And he's got 4 up save. Alright, so far the 1,000 Suns are looking really good. Armand, I mean, basic stats, not great. Combat, okay. I mean, it's never been that way. It's always been his abilities that make him, he's a psyker. But the +1 to wound and the Freak of Ball, that's solid. And then the army rules so far have been great. Let's see. Oh, there's the Rubric Marines. Inferno bolt pistol, bolt gun. Alright, so they're neg 1, but they're not getting psychic on that. If they did, that would have been super strong. So 5-inch move, toughness 4, 3 up save, 2 wounds, leadership 6, objective control 2. Alright, pretty standard. So Inferno bolt pistol, same as Armand, except they hit on 3s. Inferno bolt pistol, 24-inch range, 2 attacks, hits on 3s, strength 4, neg 1 damage. Plasma pistol, standard overcharge, 12-inch range, 1 attack, hits on 3, strength 7 goes to 8, AP 2 goes to AP 3, 1 damage goes to 2. Soul Reaper Cannon, devastating wounds, 24-inch range, strength 6, ballistic skill 3, 6 attacks, ballistic skill 3, strength 6, neg 1 damage. Warp Smite, anti-infantry 4+, devastating wounds, pistol, psychic. Alright, so this I'm assuming goes on your leader. 18-inch range, 2 attacks, 3 up to hit, strength 4, -3, 1 damage. Warp Flame Pistol. Pistol ignores cover torrent, 12-inch range, d6. Strength 3, -1, 1 damage. Warp Flamer ignores cover torrent. 12-inch range, d6. Auto hits, strength 4, -1, 1 damage. Alright, solid. Melee, 2 attacks with close combat weapon. Weapon skill 3, strength 4, AP 0, 1 damage. Standard. Force weapon, psychic, 3 attacks, 3 up to hit, strength 6, -1, d3 damage. Alright. Alright, so it's looking like maybe only the sergeants are going to have the psychic keyword on their weapons. If they'd given it to Infernal bolt guns, that army roll would have been crazy. So it's not quite as good since they're a little more limited on what weapons have it, but it still seems pretty solid, and the Cabal points are really good. Bringers of Change. Each time a model of this unit makes a ranged attack, reroll a wound roll of 1. If the target of the attack is within range of objective mark you do not control, you can reroll a wound roll instead. Alright, so we're seeing that on a bunch of stuff. That's another rule, like, they were supposedly getting rid of rules that did the same thing but had different wording, but Gene Stealers had this with a different wording. A couple other things have had this with different wording, so I don't know why they didn't just give it one word and put it in the rulebook with the other ones. It would have saved a lot of text, but anyway. Icon of Flame. Each time a model in the bearer's unit makes a ranged attack, if a critical wound is scored, improve the arc and restoration characteristics of the attack by 1. Alright, so that's not bad. Their bolt guns are already -1, so 6s to wound are going to be -2. With AP going down, that's actually going to be fairly solid AP. And then you get 1 Cabal Sorcerer's Point from the Aspiring Sorcerer model only. Alright, that's solid. Very average for what I would expect from a Thousand Suns troop unit, which is good. Not overpowered, not underpowered. What else did they give us? Nothing. Weapons. Warp Vortex. It's kind of cool looking. Alright, so it's got looks like 3 versions. Blast, 24-inch range, d6 plus 3, hits on 3, strength 9, -2 damage. Alright, that's solid. Beam, devastating wound, so it does mortals on 6s to wound. 24-inch range, 1 attack, 3 up to hit, strength 18, -4, d6 plus 6. Ooh. Alright, so it's only 1 attack, but if you get it through, it's brutal. And if you get that critical wound, you're doing d6 plus 6 mortals. So that's okay. This, I think, is really good. Torrent, ignores cover torrent, 12-inch, 2d6 shots, auto hit, strength 6, -1, 1 damage. That's pretty good. So these two are really good. Hitting on a 3 with 1 shot isn't super reliable. Especially then -4 is good AP, but if you're shooting it into something real good, I'm assuming it'll have an invul save. So, Beam, if it hits, great. If it doesn't, you just wasted a 1 shot. But the other two seem fairly solid. And then Sun Psychers can double the range of the rituals, making them value for more than just their soul melting presence. Alright. Molithial Vortex Beast, Immaterial Flare Aura. While a friendly Thousand Sun Psyker unit is within 6 inches of this model, each time that unit uses a ritual that specifies a range, you can double that range and resolve that ritual. Alright. So this is Mutalath Vortex Beast. Is that a new thing, or is that something they have now? I've played against Thousand Suns, but I don't think I have ever seen this. Whether it's something that wasn't very good, so people to put it on the table, or is this a new thing? But either way, that's the weapon it has, and then that's a pretty good rule. Alright. So we don't know its wounds, toughness, or any of that stuff on here, but I'm assuming we'll see them in play now. Alright, then giving us a stratagem here. Psychic Dominion. Cult of Magic strat. Any phase just after your enemy unit has selected its target. Alright, so it could be in the shooting phase or the fight phase. 1,000 Suns unit from your army that was selected as the target of one or more of the attacking unit's attacks. Till the end of the phase, all attacks made against your unit with the psychic weapons have the hazardous ability, and all models in your unit have the Feel No Pain 4+ ability against psychic attacks. Alright, so all attacks made against your unit with psychic weapons. Psychic weapons? This is solid, but it doesn't seem like it'll be useful against most armies. Most armies aren't hitting you with psychic weapons. So this isn't going to come up that much, I don't think. But I'm guessing in the matchup where you need it, it will be very useful. Anything else? No, that's pretty much all they give us. Stratagem, underwhelming. I really like this beast, depending on what the rest of his stats look like. Urukami, solid. What you expect from your standard battle line in an army. Ahriman, really like. His abilities are really, really cool. This is okay. Not that great, because we'll see what else is in their index, but it doesn't look like they have like psychic weapons all over the place, just like on sergeants and characters. So it's okay, not game breaking. But this, the Cabal points, I think this is really good. So overall, I'm really liking what I see from the Thousand Suns, or as a Space Wolf player, I'm really hating what I see from the Thousand Suns. But yeah, if you're a Thousand Sun player, from what we've seen of the other armies so far, everything is around this level or slightly below from what I've seen. So I think you should be happy. But well, that's it for the Thousand Suns.